Okay. Well, I think there are about two issues with this story, or maybe three. Um, One, if you try and search Google, you won't find the name of the person that tried to open and hijack the door from a flight. I think it was Los Angeles to Oklahoma, and he was trying to hijack it to go to Atlanta. If you try and search Google, you won't see it. Two, it is Delta Airlines wanting free labor and free security from able-bodied men. Okay, so those are two of the things. So Stefan Jamar Duncan is a Delta Airlines flight attendant who had to be detained midair by crew members and fellow passengers while he was traveling off duty from a flight from Los Angeles to Atlanta, authorities said. And they had to divert the plane to Oklahoma City, and Duncan was arrested. ABC News reports that the 34-year-old Duncan remains detained after the Friday, June 11th, 2021 incident. Okay, so why is Google and the bastion of unfree speech YouTube hiding this? Because he is a black man. Okay? So the Oklahoma City police spokesman Jermaine Johnson told ABC News that Duncan threatened to take down the plane. According to police, Duncan made terroristic threats. Okay, all right. Was exhibiting signs of mental illness and was taken into the hospital of complaining of chest pains. Okay. And then Delta Airlines issued a statement saying, thanks to the crew and passengers of Delta Flight 1730 LAX to ATL who assisted in detaining an unruly passenger as the flight diverted to Oklahoma City. Okay, my question is, one, are the passengers going to get a refund for their trip? And two, for the ones that help subdue these things, subdued the man that was trying to hijack and make terroristic threats against the plane, are they going to get additional rewards? Shouldn't they? You know, why didn't they ask the females? Some females are pretty big and pretty strong. You know, think about it. If they want equal pay, shouldn't they be doing equal work? Why is it the men that always have to be the ones to put their life at risk to save others? So here, the flight crew asked for all strong men. Okay, so I guess using the term men is okay when it is something that puts the man's value, the man's life at risk. But it is not okay to use the term men on Google Docs or on Microsoft Word. Okay? Shouldn't the flight crew have asked for all strong people on the plane to help detain Duncan, a passenger says? Okay? So, passenger on the flight, Allie Burns tweeted, someone tried hijacking our plane from LAX to ATL. The man made an announcement that we need to be close to our oxygen mask and proceeded to try and open the door. Then they called all the strong men to the front of the plane to restrain him. So we ended up landing in OKC as it was the closest airport to us. Burns later added update. He was trying to open the door to the outside, not the cockpit. Okay. And then, according to Wired, it's impossible for a person to open a plane door midair. A professor of materials at the University of Bath told Wired, you cannot open because the aircraft is pressurized and the cabin pressure is higher than the outside air pressure. The difference can be as much as over 55,000 newtons per square meter. So, so that is an impossibility. It's going to take essentially a bomb in order to be able to open that. So if they were doing that, then if he could not open it, then why don't they just let him fiddle with it as much as he could? You know, it's like giving car keys to a baby. Okay, another video posted by passengers, TDN, shows flight crew and passengers struggling with Duncan and holding him down. So, again, more showing why men should get rewarded more. So I'm wondering, I'm going to call Delta tonight and I'm going to ask them, did they reward the passengers with free tickets? Did the men get additional compensation for essentially behaving as in-flight security guards? I know I'm not going to get an answer, but it's fun to remind them these things, and more men need to remind them. Black, white, red, yellow, I don't care. All men need to remind them that we have worth other than sacrificing our lives. Denton told WSB the passenger that caused the issue, he was challenged the entire time he boarded the flight. He was wearing a helmet, really weird behavior. He walked to the front, grabbed the PA system, knew exactly what to do, and made the announcement. So, and here, the mid-air disruption involving Duncan is the latest string of mid-air incidents that have occurred since air travel has increased. Okay. So, Duncan is a Michigan native and has worked as a Delta Airlines flight attendant since 2015. This makes me worried. Unless there might have been like an aneurysm. Okay, Duncan is a Michigan native according to his Facebook page. He graduated from Northwestern High School in Flint in 2016. In 2006. Sorry. Duncan began working at Delta Airlines in 2015 according to his Facebook page. Duncan posted announcement saying, I want to announce to the world that days of my beyond the back burner is over. From the tallest mountain in the world, I'm a rapper and I love it. Look out for my music. The name is Ooey Gooey. Oh. So essentially, this was a publicity stunt and meant to give him some credibility by going to jail. Because you have to remember, a lot of these gangster rappers and gangster rap, and you have to, in order to be a credible rapper, you have to have jail time. So I guess he found the quickest and surest way to jail. Okay, Duncan remains in custody at Oklahoma County Jail. Records do not show any charges filed against him. According to ABC News, Duncan is expected to be charged with 2 counts of assault and battery on state level, but the FBI investigation could also be filed against Duncan. Okay, another passenger, Brandon Nazarian, told NBC News on the plane, said, this is the captain speaking, we'd like all strong males, okay, to come to the front of the aircraft to handle a problem passenger. Okay, Nazarian told the news straight, it's not so much a problem passenger as it was a problem employee. And Benjamin Crowley told CNN, I feared the worst. I prayed that God would protect my family. I guess here we're allowed to use God. Okay, I was hoping to sleep on the flight and that didn't happen. Curley told CNN, it feels very surreal. It's a once in a lifetime event. Okay, so I guess with all of the defunding of the cops, there aren't plane marshals on there, and all strong men, all men are going to be expected to put their lives on the line to protect others. I'm sorry. I give no quarter to those that gave no quarter to me. This has been the American Rambler on Rumble.